Good morning, beautiful brothers and sisters, my fellow friends of the earth and Facebook. Greetings to you today. I hope you are happy. I hope you are going to enjoy this video. Thanks for joining me. I hope you like my earring, my new earring. It's a present for a friend. You know who you are. Today actually I want to talk about something really important and something that's really changed my life incredibly for the better. It's about eating habits and food addiction and cravings, and I'll talk about it, alright, about deprivation and overcoming habits that don't serve our highest vision of ourselves, habits that have been ingrained in us and that we've lived for a long time that do not serve our highest vision and what we really wish and want for ourselves and in our life. So I just talked to a person on Facebook about this, a lovely friend. She's a lovely person. I love her company. But what I wanted to say is that, you see, so many of us on the spiritual path and just on any path whatsoever, we just want to be happy, obviously, and we're trying to get things in our life that we think will make us happy. And part of someone who's more and more becoming more and more self-aware and self-loving and self-accepting and world-loving and people-loving and accepting and more and more conscious, etc., is the removal and becoming aware of habits that don't serve us anymore. And a lot of us are working at this. So what I wanted to say is, let's work at it harmoniously without any straining or striving or stressing, okay? This is really, really important. So let's try and do it as enjoyably and effortlessly and happily and easefully and good feeling as possible. Feeling light in our body and happy and good, okay? So I know it can be hard to give up certain eating habits or drinking habits that don't serve us anymore, drug habits too. And I think food, especially processed food, is definitely a very strong addictive substance, and pretty much most cooked foods is actually addictive too. And that might sound pretty funny for people who haven't heard that before, but how often have you ever given up cooked food for a week or even a few days? Anything but maybe a steamed vegetable or boiled vegetables or something, or more or less everything else. Now I'm not saying everything else, but probably more or less everything else is pretty addictive for sure. And then there's all the stimulants and the things that we put on our food, like the condiments, the salt, pepper, spices and flavorings and everything else. You see, all the other animals, the billions of other species on the earth, except for the ones that they all eat a raw and living foods diet of uncooked, unprocessed food, and most of it's usually fresh. Well, it's nearly all fresh, just freshly eaten, like grass, for example, like a cow or wildebeest or elephant eating leaves or grass. Except for the carnivores, they do eat rotting meat, etc. And they have really strong stomach acids, way stronger than humans, to digest the meat. But you can see already I'm getting off topic. I like the way I do that. So I'll tell you a little bit of my story. Around 7 weeks ago, I switched from around an 80 or 90% raw living foods diet to now I'm just on all 100% raw living foods diet. And the 10 or 20% of cooked foods I was eating, I definitely had bad eating habits. Like, I had habits that didn't serve me. It made me feel completely not the way I wanted to feel physically, and also even mentally and emotionally and spiritually. It made me more tired and less energy for spiritual focus and love and light and best wishes and sending blessings to people, and to feel the abundant wonderfulness, wellness and radiance and joy and love on the inside that I could first of all have to express and to give to people, to share with people and to wish and intend for people and myself and the world and animals. So here's some things that totally helped me switch out of my bad eating habits. Not only was I eating like sort of crap, like junk foods too. Yeah, I was eating junk foods, like, but I was overeating in one go or two goes. Whenever I'd eat, sometimes, and more than I'd like, I'd overeat, and it'd be too much food in my stomach, and I wouldn't be able to digest perfectly or fully or quickly, and I'd feel not what I just mentioned a minute ago. I just wouldn't have the energy for the way I wanted to feel, like amazingly radiant and joyful and happy and glowing and sparkling love and goodness and kindness and wellness. And I'd eat too much too close to bedtime. And when you go to bed with food in your stomach, you don't get a proper fast. You don't get a proper sleeping rejuvenation and regeneration and refreshment and healing, which is supposed to happen during the night time. So I'd wake up not feeling as good like I would want in the morning. Now I'm just feeling amazingly good in the last 7 weeks. It's incredible. Just now that I've overcome this shift in my bad eating habits, I just feel amazingly better. I won't get into all the benefits. Well, maybe I should because it's so inspiring and motivational. But I've put on loads of like I've way more energy to exercise and stretch and bounce and shake and do activity and enjoy myself in life. I feel like the spirituality there stronger. Just physically wise is the most important thing, because I was recovering from not being fully radiant or well. I had a long-term injury and unwellness happening for like 9 years or so. But I'm recovering like really quickly now. I'm gaining lots and lots of strength and more energy and far more well-being. I'm really happy about it, and I want to share it with you. So here are the things, okay, that really helped me get over the eating habits that I didn't want to have anymore. That they didn't serve me in my vision of myself. Okay, my highest vision of myself. Number one was before I start number one, I'll just say when I did eat, I tried my best and I didn't basically feel guilty for what I was doing. I didn't feel guilty for overeating or for eating junk food. But I knew what you want to do is you don't want to feel guilty or admonish or give out to yourself or judge or criticize yourself or say that you're not good enough or you're bad. And just watch any of those thoughts and watch your feelings that relate to those thoughts. What you want to do is just simply be aware of the effects of what your actions do in your life, but at the same time see where you want to go. Okay, so this is number one. Okay, my number one thing for overcoming my eating habits that I didn't like anymore and my addictions and my unhealthy behavior of eating was every day I got inspired and motivated. Okay, and I did this from continually learning new things about raw living foods and looking at all these other people who have what I want. So you want to get yourself a role model, and it could be a role model who has what you want. A role model who has what you want, so you can see their radiance and wellness and power and prowess and love or whatever else you want. And look at them and learn from all the people who know stuff about like where you want to go. I continually learned every day, and I got very inspired and motivated from what I was learning, and it gave me 1,000,001 reasons to keep doing what I'm doing and take all this like beautiful, nourishing, nurturing, healthy, living, and vibrant, vital, like healthy, loving food. I remembered how I used to be. So if you as well as getting a role model, you can maybe remember how you used to be if you had what you want now. Like I remember I used to be abundantly fit, strong, healthy, and energetic, and doing a million things in life because I was always bursting with energy. So this has really inspired me. I'd remember things about my past when I felt this way, and I'm looking at all these other people videos on YouTube of people who have like amazing muscles and strength and energy and vitality, radiance, and I wanted to be like this. So every day I basically ingest this into my consciousness, and it was continually keeping me motivated and inspired. Alright, so this is an enormous thing, and this, the most important thing and the factor which you want to be concerned with is you want to feel good. That's the underlying feeling you want. You want to feel good in a variety of ways. A whole lot of ways you want to feel good. So I was always feeling good and inspired and motivated, more or less like on and off. I'd always do this every day. Another thing I did was I knew where energy goes, where attention goes. So anything you put your attention on in life at all, you're inviting into your experience. So anything you think about, that's you're inviting that into your life. So when I started thinking about, let's say, biscuits or cookies or cake or apple tart that was lying around my house or that were in the shop, I knew once I had one thought about it, it was this much closer to being in my experience, in my mouth. When I had 2 thoughts or 3 thoughts, or when I kept repeating these thoughts and repeating my attention on these things, I was that much closer to going out to the shop and buying whatever. Let's say it could be anything, like for anybody. It could be drink, it could be cigarettes, it could be cake, even bread. Bread is very addictive. Grains are not good for us at all. They're very taxing and hard to digest, and taxing on our pancreas and our insulin. It's not good. If having a very vibrant, healthy pancreas is what you want, then you can say by that model it's not good. It's not intrinsically bad, of course, but that's the effect. So I know loads of people who are very addicted to bread and they can't give it up. So if you think about bread or cake or a loaf or whatever, the minute you think about this thought that you don't want in your life, switch to the thought that you do want. Don't entertain those thoughts anymore, because it's like a river. Like one little droplet of a thought will soon turn into a huge torrent and a gush that'll overwhelm you. So you want to switch, cut it off at the beginning. Anytime you notice, switch the thoughts on the visuals and the remembering, just the flavor. Switch your thoughts and your focus and your attention to what you do want to draw in your life, and that's going to be your abundant, radiant health and wellness, energy and fitness, glowing skin, happy eyes, more ability to enjoy and relish life and savor its every beautiful, loving, happy, good flavor, and to share it with everybody else. So I'm excited for you, I'm excited for me. What you want, you're going to draw into your life. It's going to be easy and harmonious. There's going to be no guilt or shame or blame or criticism or condemnation of yourself at all. You're going to see where you want to go, what you want in your life, your highest vision of yourself, what you want to be and how you want to be in your life. And when you do happen to notice any thoughts, it's a huge habit, a repetitive thought coming about cake or whatever it might be, you're going to switch and you're going to think about you being radiant and healthy and vibrant, and you're going to feel good, and you're going to feel inspired and motivated, and you're going to continue to learn. Switch on YouTube or whatever, Facebook or wherever you learn, the websites that put up pictures in your house, photographs, or invite into your consciousness and your attention over and over and over again what you do want, and have it smother and blow away your thoughts and attention of what you don't want, and then you'll give it up. Because think about it, how could you ever eat, let's say, a slice of apple tart if you never thought about it? You can't go to the shop to buy apple tart if you haven't been thinking about apple tart. So it's pretty simple and logical there, and I hope this helps. Wishing all the best, lots of love, and thanks for joining me, thanks for being my friend. Have a great time, and feel free to subscribe and share this loving message. Namaste. Yeah, namaste, and see you.